Hey, and thanks for joining us for another review. This one is for the long-awaited Roto Grip Hyped Pearl. If you like what you see, I've got a link at the end of the video and in the description to buy it at Bowler's Mart, and the CoolWick jersey Angel is wearing is called Holiday Explosion. You can use my code Rosdahl10 for 10% off it or any other product on the site. So the Hyped Pearl, along with the Hyped Hybrid, fills a months-long void we've had in the HP2 line, which wasn't intentional. The market exploded, a few things got leaked. These were supposed to come out a long time ago, but stuff happens and now they're here. Angel's layout's the same as always, 4 1/8 by 3 1/2 by 2 1/2, which is pretty strong overall, gets the ball rolling and revving with plenty of boom down lane. The Hyped Pearl is VTC Pearl, which is also on the Hustle Wine, and the new Hyped Core at a 252 RG and an 036 differential in 15 pounds. It's a clean and quick medium strength cover, so it's going to want to be easy down the lane and sharp on friction, while the overall cover strength is kind of average, which puts it in league ball or transition territory. The Hyped Core has an RG that's either on the high end of low or the low end of medium, so it's in hustle territory, not quite as early and rolly as an IQ, but not as long as a high road, and the differential is in a unique place. It's higher than the hustles and IQs, but not even as high as the Trend 2 or Ordnance C4, which are medium, so it's going to flare a bit more than the hustles, but not a ton. The total package puts it in hustle, burner, and electrified territory, but it does roll a little heavier. That basically means it feels like it's wanting to slow down faster and start hooking earlier, so it really is right between the hustles and IQs. It's not IQ strong, but it's stronger than the wine and camo at least. I don't think either of the hypes are as strong as any of the MVPs that were in the line previously. HP1 and HP2 line stuff was really strong the last year or two, and it feels like they've been pulled back into a more reasonable and balanced place. Bang for your buck is nice, and I still feel like there's a ton of that in Roto's lower lines, but now I feel like we're getting more of what we expect rather than thinking we're getting a medium strength ball and ending up with something crazy strong. The HP2 line should be your daily drivers in league, and I think the hypes fit that idea perfectly. The Hustle Wine and Camo just aren't quite enough ball for us to start the night off with on the fresh, and so the extra roll out of the hypes give us a similar feel with just some extra strength to start the night out with. The Hyped Pearl is also a little smoother than the wine somehow. On paper, the wine should be the smoother one because of the lower differential, but I think the heavier roll of the Hyped Pearl is getting the ball started up a little earlier, which is helping to blend it more down lane. That will also contribute to making it fit the fresh for league better, because usually a dead fresh league pattern gives you pretty sharp reaction, so the Hyped Pearl blends the lane front to back a bit better on the fresh. Once the lane settles down and starts transitioning a little, the Hustle Wine can then step in and get to work. The wine has the same cover in VTC Pearl and a bit weaker core, at least from a different standpoint, so it gets a bit more length and is actually quicker or sharper despite what the math might say. Quicker stuff always looks stronger, but remember, friction response isn't strength. If you take away those dry boards, all of a sudden the wine doesn't have anything to work with, and that's the situation where the Hyped Pearl will look stronger overall. The Hyped Pearl might actually be closer to the IQ Emerald than the other stuff we've tested recently that I've mentioned the comparison to. The Burner Pearl and Hustle Wine both have that similar rounder shape, but both are quicker or sharper than the Emerald was, while the bit more front to back blending of the Hyped Pearl and the earlier rolling feel gets it really close. Again, it's not quite as rolly and round or strong, but it's got that feel to it. The Hyped Pearl gets a big thumbs up from Angel. She loves stuff like this. This is the type of ball that typically fills up her bag, so she's happy to get some extra variation out of the similar idea. Sometimes having a more diverse bag simply for the sake of diversity doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you don't ever throw some of the stuff or even like the general look or shape of something. Most of the time it's more important to figure out what you like and what works for you, and then create diversity inside that idea or concept. The Hyped Pearl releases along with the Hyped Hybrid, Electrify Solid, and Trend 2 on October 29th. I'll have plenty of videos and comparisons coming for all of those soon. Thanks for watching, and may the strikes be with you.